Google held its I/O Developers Conference this week, an annual shindig where the Silicon Valley giant shows off what's new with its products, and a huge focus this year was its voice-controlled Google Assistant, namely some new smart home devices it'll be packed inside of, new voice flavors it'll speak in, and some impressive new tasks it will be taking on.
A big part of getting things done is making a phone call. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon.
I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second.
Mind-blowing demos aside, Google Assistant actually lags in overall reach to Amazon Alexa, with the latest figures showing it with a 72% stranglehold on the smart speaker market. But it does seem Google is finally making a push to tip the scales. The company announced just ahead of this year's I/O that Assistant is now on more than 5,000 different smart home devices. That's less than half of the 12,000 that Amazon claims for Alexa, but Google's gotten its figure up from a mere 1,500 devices just at the beginning of this year. One reason Amazon's been able to shoot out into the lead on the voice assistant market is its early push for partnering companies to build for the platform, even going as far as starting the venture capital Alexa Fund in 2015. Google, at the beginning of this month, announced it would join in and begin investing in select early-stage startups that are contributing to the Google Assistant ecosystem. One of the first 4 to receive funding from the program is Bot Society, which has created what it calls the Photoshop for voice assistant bots, empowering companies to create their own customer service AI agents that can be reached through devices like the Google Home. Founder Vittorio Banfi says his company's service also creates bots with Amazon's Alexa, but that Google's Assistant is the more powerful of the two.
I personally like the Google Home more. It gives developers and companies the flexibility of crafting their own personality. You can change the voice, you can change the pitch, you have a lot of leverage on that.
Another early Google Assistant investments company is GoMoment, which focuses on building bot concierge services for hotels.
With voice-enabled assistants like Alexa, and Google's products coming online, it's very easy for the guests to get towels or anything else like that sent up to them. Now they have the option with Ivy, they can start the conversation on text, and then while they're in their room say, hey, Ivy, get me more towels, and then 2 minutes later they've got their towels. Google's Smart Assistant framework is really interesting to us because it's inherently multimedia, right? Where they've got the Android assets, Chromecast, all these other kind of things that are currently being used in a lot of homes and of course are likely to also be in a large number of travel kind of environments.
So why is now the time for Google to push its apparently very good Google Assistant? Well, we know Amazon's Alexa is placed in your home to get you to buy stuff, but Google said it has the same plans in mind for Google Assistant and Google Home. So it's important for the company not to let Amazon run too far ahead in the market. And, maybe more importantly, as gadgets go more and more the way of voice control, it's no doubt Google, one of the largest collectors of valuable user data in the world, needs to make sure its services maintain a strong base of users in the future. So while analysts, media outlets, and those working in the field continue to confirm that Google's Assistant is in fact the smartest voice assistant out there, Google's moves to now place the tech front and center through commercials, showcases from big press events, and financial investment endeavors could mean that Hey Google will soon finally take over Alexa to become the industry standard voice assistant it arguably should be.
We are doing a lot more with the Google Assistant